How do you achieve work-life balance? Many people should ask this question and find an answer right away before their situation worsens over time. Why is this the case? This is the case because of the increase in responsibility as we age over time. The truth is that in our late 20s to late 40s, we will be trapped with the most responsibility. What responsibility I'm talking about? For example, the average age for a new parent is 30 years old. Assuming that their child will find a job or go to college at the age of 18, it will lessen the responsibility for the parent due to this reason. With this being said, it doesn't mean that the parent will not care for their child anymore. At this phase of life, it is more about helping the young adult along the way. This is why work-life balance is not only for your health, but your family's health and future. This is about longevity. The parent needs to be healthy before, during, and after their kid becomes independent at 18 years old. With this being said, how do we achieve work-life balance? This is all about managing time and money when we are younger so we can master the skill when we get older in life. 9-5 should only be the beginning. Everyone will start their 9-5 career journey when they become mid-20s. They can start younger if they decide to take a different path compared to college. One example of this is when you join the military. You will start working right after high school if you want to. The work schedule of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. is only the beginning phase of life for me. The reason why I mention this is because people need to invest their way to freedom over time when they're working. There is a saying, when you invest, you are buying a day that you don't have to work. This is what investment is all about. Here's the reality. For us to reach this phase in life, we need to have a lot of money. Many people will argue. However, the truth is that you will need time and money to make more time and money. This is why people should work their 9-5 jobs, so they can save money for their future investments. Studies show that it will take 8 to 10 years to reach mastery of any art form. This theory will be more impactful when we start our investment today. If you are 25 years old and are in your first job position, start investing now. If you invest only a minimum of 10% of your income every month, after 10 years, you will have the potential to have a saving amount of over 6 figures. This is why we have to use our first 9-5 job as a stepping stone. Why does our first 9-5 job is only our stepping stone? I believe everyone will be a follower before they can be a leader. This belief will be the backbone of every career decision. This is about learning the art form. After a while, if we can become proficient with the art form, we can help and guide the newcomers. We can lead the team to victory. This is how people will be promoted in their field. We need to learn everything we need to learn about our positions. Not only that, we need to apply the knowledge that we have learned. This is where every knowledge should convert into practice and application. After this, we need to turn applications into habits and muscle memory. With all these steps being shown, we should know that it will take a lot of time. What if we can eliminate most of that time? What if we can fast-track the learning process and get promoted way quicker? This is what happens to the workers who sacrifice all other aspects of life for their careers. There are 6 aspects of life. These aspects of life are physical health, work and career prosperity, spiritual wellness, mental strength, wealth and money satisfaction, and last but not least, family and relationships. We need all 6 aspects to have a good, fulfilling life. If we only have one aspect of work and career prosperity, we will be miserable in life. The 80-20 rules. We must use 80-20 rules for every aspect of life. What is the rule of 80-20? This is when 80% of outcomes result from 20% of causes. With this definition, how can we use the 80-20 rule in every aspect of life? As mentioned, there are 6 aspects of life. For us to have an amazing and happy life, we must meet the standard for each aspect of life. Here is the thing about standard. A standard must be set up to be reached. We must have a plan. There are only 24 hours in a day. Meanwhile, working and sleeping are 8 hours each. This will equal 16 hours out of 24 hours. What is left are the last 8 hours of the day. We must plan out all other aspects of life besides work within these hours. How would we achieve such a thing? Applying the rule of 80-20, we can practice each aspect of life under 1 to 2 hours each day. After months and years, it will compound over time. We must find routines and practices that help us improve our lives throughout time. Some of these practices are transferable among the 6 aspects of life. For example, the routine of a 9-5 job will have the potential to turn into wealth and money satisfaction. This will happen if we just have the right strategy. Another example could apply to training a martial art. When you train in martial arts, you will unlock all 6 aspects of life. Now I will explain to you why this is the case. The first aspect of life is physical health. Martial arts will enhance our physical health because we will need them for emergency protection from threats. If we show up for practice every day, We are being really active since our entire body is moving. Martial art can also be considered as one of the original longevity practices. The second aspect of life is family and relationships. When you join a martial arts school, you will find many like-minded people that whom you will build connections. It can become your family. This is why I believe that if you feel lonely, you should sign up for martial arts school. This will lead us to the next aspect of life. This aspect of life is wealth and money satisfaction. The truth is that martial arts school is expensive. The school can have a price range from $80 to $150 plus per month. This will lead us to a minimum of $960 annually invested into becoming a martial artist. The reason why I mention this is because the aspect of wealth and money satisfaction is all about the investment of time and money for present and future returns. The third aspect of life is work and career prosperity. After you have invested into a creditable martial arts school for a long time, you will learn a very useful skill. The skill of fighting will open up many opportunities for work and career in the future. These opportunities are becoming a mentor or a performer. You will fight others for money, or you teach others how to fight for money. The fifth aspect of life is spiritual wellness. Martial arts is one of the best mindfulness exercises also. This is because of the flow state. The last aspect of life is mental strength. This is about the ability to face fear and endure pain. This is what martial arts is all about. Minimalism is essential for balance. How is minimalism essential for balance in life and work? First and foremost, what is minimalism and how can we achieve it? Minimalism is about living a life with little distraction and only having the things we need in life. Having only things we prioritize in life. This will give us room to create the change that we need. When I'm talking about change, I am talking about the resources of time, money, and connection. We need to make room for these resources to make a balanced, happy lifestyle. With this being said, how can we make room for these resources? We can make room by consuming less. We need to consume fewer products like entertainment content and food. The advertisement and influence of both online and offline can distract you from gaining resources. This is why it's close to impossible for us to completely get rid of distractions in life. We need a lot of willpower. The truth is that willpower is a skill. It is a skill of mental toughness. However, we cannot train mental toughness like any other regular skill. We must test ourselves. How do we test ourselves? We must sign up for a challenging purpose and then show up every day to achieve it. These challenges range from becoming an athlete to planning out dates for your loved one. All of these tasks will require time for research and application. This is why it's important to make time. To make this happen, we need to turn time, money, and connection into extra time you will appreciate in life. In the next 2 chapters, we are going to talk about this. This is about retirement and time management. These 2 constructs will convert your resources into time. Right after that, we will need to not waste that time. We will have turned time into memories. The right strategy for time management. Regarding time management, there is only one strategy to achieve a proficient outcome. This strategy is to plan out the day before the day even starts. We must plan out our routine since routine is the only true credit that will build us up over time. There's a saying, plan your work and work your plan. When we plan our routine, we are using our past knowledge and experience. Everything we have learned and experienced from the past gathers together in your planning phase. This is why your mindset needs to be developed first. When you have a destined, open mindset, you will want to learn more. Learn from people who are wiser than you. When you keep doing this, you will be wiser. However, this doesn't mean we stop learning. We will have to keep on learning. We need to be always moving. One of the best strategies for time management is the 3-8 rule. This rule is about the 3-8 hours in a 24-hour day. The first 8 hours are the time used for sleeping. The second 8 hours are our 9-5 work schedule. The reason why the second 8 hours are our job is because it is not our career. For some people, a 9-5 job is for people who need money for survival. Sometimes they do not like their job and have their life aspirations outside of their job. This will lead us to the last 8 hours of the 24-hour day. These hours are for other aspects of life. There are 6 aspects of life: physical health, family and relationship, wealth and money satisfaction, work and career prosperity, spiritual wellness, and mental strength. With all of these aspects of life, we must balance all of them into the last 8 hours of the day. If not every aspect fits into the 8 hours of the day, we have 7 days in a week. We can balance each day with all the aspects of life. With this being said, we cannot waste too much time since there are too many aspects of life that need to be managed. My thoughts about retirement and hustle culture. When we are talking about work-life balance, we can leave out retirement. For many people, this is the final destination after so many decades of working. Today, there are two ways people can retire. People can retire by being financially free. If you work hard and are smart enough, you can retire early before the age of 65. I am mentioning the age of 65 due to pension and tax-advantaged retirement funds. When I'm talking about retiring early, I'm talking about people who do not depend on their 9-5 jobs for their survivability. This is when people do not have debt that they need to pay month after month. This is when people have enough money to buy many of the things they need and desire without worrying about how much money is left. This is about the Financial Independent Retiree Early Community, or FIRE for short. Many people in this community can retire when they are around 30 to 40 years old. With this being said, this is about hustle culture. Hustle culture, also known as burnout culture, is the mentality that working intensively, with few breaks or moments to disconnect, is the best way to reach professional goals. It involves working long hours, often beyond the standard 40 per week, and prioritizes productivity and ambition over self-care and work-life balance. With the definition being mentioned, I believe hustle culture is not as terrible as it seems to be. The reason for this is that we cannot simply prioritize ambition over self-care and work-life balance. This lifestyle is not sustainable for years to come. We need to have a balanced lifestyle of caring for oneself and others. The real wealth and freedom is through ownership of money-making asset.